What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today, we're going to be talking about why it is so important to choose a domain if you want to make more money. But before we get into that, I have two things I want to discuss. First is kind of the elephant in the room, which is I am not in my normal setup. If you haven't seen my post on YouTube, or if you're not following me on Instagram, which you should, I just recently moved. And so all of my things are in boxes. I don't have a desk. I'll pan to a shot below here so you can see what I'm working with. I'm on this like teal table, but I don't have like any of my equipment. So I have my camera in front of me, I have my microphone, but I don't have anything else, and I have just a white background. I have ordered a desk. I've ordered some things to kind of make this look nice, but this is going to be like where my desk is. I don't even have my glasses. I lost them during packing, so I don't have anything, but I'm not going to let anything get in the way. I'm going to keep making videos for you guys. So don't worry, I'm going to keep posting videos, even if my background is terrible and it takes me, a few weeks to get all that in and get that set up and actually looking nice. But over the next several videos, I'm sure it will just be like a progression of getting a little bit better each time, hopefully, but we'll see. The second thing is that we have a sponsor for today's video, and that is 365 Data Science. They are completely rebranding their entire website. They're giving a month free from 18th of October to the 18th of November. You can find a link in the description if you want to go check them out. They have content on everything related to data science, data analytics. And if you go on their website, you will see a lot of familiar faces that you see here on YouTube. So be sure to go and check them out. They have fantastic courses. I've done a lot of those myself, so I know that they are really, really high quality. And so if you want to learn data analytics or data science and you have specific things that you want to learn, be sure to check them out. With that being said, let's jump into today's video, which is choosing a domain to make more money. Now, this is a very specific video, and it stems from a conversation that I had with one of my mentees. And if you don't know, I have a mentorship program where I work with you, and we work on resume and working with recruiters and working on portfolios so that you can get a job faster. And so I was having a conversation with one of my mentees the other day who is already a data analyst. He's been doing it for about 9 months now, but he's just kept with the mentorship program because he likes working with me, and we have really good conversations. And so we were talking, and he said, I really want to make more money, but I also want to find the domain that I like, because the domain that he's in right now, he doesn't particularly enjoy, but he kind of wants to feel it out and try some other jobs. And so, there are some things that I warned him against in that I wanted to share with you guys. And what I said that's totally fine. I think that's actually a really good idea, especially early on, to kind of hop around and try different domains and see what you like. Because if you get stuck in one that you don't like and you end up doing that for like 30 years, that's just miserable. So choosing a domain that you enjoy is important. But he wanted to, make a lot of money. And I totally get that. I myself want to make a lot of money, I'm sure, just like you. And so what I warned him against was doing that for too long. Because what's going to happen is as you hop around to different places, as you hop around to different domains, it's going to become a lot harder to get a mid-level full-time job in the domain that you like. And so here's the example. Let's say this person, let's call him John. Let's say John continues to job hop, and then in the end, he realizes he's like, okay, I actually really want to be in healthcare. And so now he has about let's say 4 years of experience as a data analyst, and he has no years of experience in healthcare, but he's like, okay, I think that's the one I really want. So now he wants to get into healthcare. So he starts applying to all these places. Well, some of these people who are very similar, they have 4 years experience as a data analyst, they've been in healthcare for 4 years. And so they have a lot of domain knowledge that comes along with those technical skills. And so he's going up against all these other people who have domain knowledge in that area. And so the first thing is it's going to be a lot harder for him to find a mid-level job, which is where he should be after 4 years. He shouldn't be going after junior roles or entry-level roles anymore. You can, but you're kind of putting yourself backward at that point. And so those people are most likely going to get those jobs, and those jobs are going to pay more, because the entry-level job and the junior level jobs are not going to pay as much, which it makes sense, right? As you get from entry level to mid level to senior, the pay is going to go up. And the thing that normally drives that is years of experience and years within a domain. And so let's say John, let's reverse that and say, he chose a domain early on that he really enjoyed. He now has 3 years experience in that. He is now competitive in that job for that healthcare position. And so now he has the ability to go in. Now, how does this relate to money? I kind of touched on it a little bit, but I want to be, really hit this home, which is if you want to transition from making like 50s and 60s up to like making 70s, 80s, 90s, you really need to choose a domain. Because a lot of these jobs that are just data analysts, but have, they don't care what your background is, they just care about your technical skills. Those jobs normally don't pay as much, just in general. Like they pay what an entry-level role is. You're going to be hitting around the 50s and 60s for a long time. And you can do that for a long time if you want. And so if John wants to skip around, he can do that, but he might get himself locked in that 50 to 60 range for a long time because he doesn't have any domain knowledge in the area that he wants. And so if you want to focus in a domain and you want to stay in one that you enjoy and that you want to make more money and grow in, you need to find that, I think, within the first 3 years. And that's not always possible, but that is optimal. And so if you want to start making 70, 80, 90,000 within the first, 5 years of your career, you really need to choose a domain. And hopefully it's one that makes money. You can go the nonprofit route and you're just not going to make as much money. That domain does not make much money. But if you go the tech route, healthcare, finance, anything like just the top ones that are going to make more money, if you stick in those and you have 3 to 5 years experience and you're a mid-level analyst in those areas, you are bound to make a lot more than somebody who has 3 to 5 years experience just as a data analyst, but with no domain knowledge. So, as I started to think about that, and as we talked about it more in that conversation with me and this mentee, I was like, I really feel like I should share that because I don't want you guys to kind of hop around for the first several years of your career and then be like, Alex, I'm still making, $40, $50, $60,000. How do I get to the next level? Well, I want to tell you now so that you can start planning ahead and try to find that domain that you enjoy so that you can grow in it and then end up making a lot more money. Because that's what I want for you guys. I want you to be successful data analysts who make a lot of money and just like completely change your lives and are able to change careers and make a living out of doing something that you really love and enjoy. And so that is what I want to talk about today. I'm going to have a whole video on choosing a domain, what to look for, everything encompassing that coming up soon, probably within the next month or so, because, it's just, I don't know, I've been thinking about it a lot. So with that being said, I appreciate you guys. Thanks for sticking with me. I'm back. I'm going to try to get into the swing of things. I'm going to try to get this place set up well. Again, I hope that, this was helpful in some way, but thank you guys for watching. I hope you appreciate it. If you liked it, be sure to like and subscribe below, and I'll see you in the next video.